So we're going to call this segment Deep Thoughts from my buddy Jay Kumar. We shot a video yesterday tube fishing, cold weather up here in the Northwest, and on the way home we were talking to a really good angler. He hit us with a theory that I think is worth noting. So we know my buddy Jay, he doesn't like spinning rods at all. He doesn't like these sissy sticks. So when Jason Christie won the Lake St. Clair lead event last year with a tube, but he was using a bait caster, Jay Kumar was all over that, man. He was talking about that a lot. We were talking to my buddy on the way home, and he hit us with this theory I think you guys should all know. He calls it the theory of counting rocks. And what they're talking about is, as you're dragging this tube down the bottom, you bump it into a rock. 1, 2, the idea is you're moving it so slow you can feel every rock, count rocks, right? Well, a lot of the times when they're negative like that, you have to generate the bite. And so you'll take a tube and you'll bounce it into a rock, and you kind of want to walk it up the rock or pop it off the rock. And when they're really lethargic, if you're using fluorocarbon and you're gets kind of hung up and you're trying to pull it up that rock, a lot of the times when it clears the rock, the stretch in that fluorocarbon will zip your bait too far away from the rock. When they're lethargic, they won't chase it. It seemed like the more action or activity we could put on each specific rock, we got more bites. Well, the theory of counting rocks is really hard to do without a braid, a light line braid like on a spinning rod, because as you're bouncing up this rock with braid, you can kind of walk it up the rock, and the more activity you, as you're snapping it and kind of dragging it or pulling it up that rock, the more, if there is a fish in the area, he's going to focus on it. But when it clears, it just goes to the other side of the rock. So a lot of our bites came right after it cleared the first little rock and fell, and it didn't fall very far. And so you can't do that with fluorocarbon. You need to have braid. And so us furry one guys, us sissy stickers, you know, he kind of gave us an argument against old Jay. We love you, Jay. Thanks for everything you do with Bass Blaster.